What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hammerdown Motorsports. Today we are taking the F350 on a little bit of a road trip, and we are going to see our good buddy ARod, and he's going to be hooking us up with the install on our beautiful SNS DCR setup. So we're going to be getting rid of the CP4. Everybody knows this is the weak point of the 6.7, and we're going to be just eliminating that because I don't see this truck going anywhere ever. And I just want to keep it running as good as possible for as long as possible. And getting rid of that CP4 is going to be a good step towards doing that. And we are off to Detroit Rock City. Well, it looks like we have 533 miles of travel, and we should get there around a little after 6 o'clock. We'll see how everything goes with stops, but beautiful sunny day and awesome to be out in the Super Duty on the open road. And we made it. A few bugs later, definitely caught a few on the front here and all over the windshield, but oh yeah, look at that. Look at that beer. Lowering the population for the summer, but here we are. Let's go check out the room, see what we got. 313, third floor. Check it out. Got a couple pictures here on the wall. We got a nice couch. Got a breakfast in bed tray if you want, I think. A little coffee bar here. Everything's pretty modern, new looking. Got a little desk area. You got your TV, you can tilt either way. Got the king size, the king suite. No balcony, but got a little window. A little bit of a view. There's a restaurant over here, Culver's. I don't know how that is, but there's a Longhorn across the street and a Chipotle and a bunch of other stuff around here. Bathroom. Nice and modern, looking good. Pretty much everything you need, and yeah, should be a good stay for our DCR installation. Well, surgery day. Let's get that pump put in. No more worries about the CP4. All right, here we are, ready for surgery. Ready hard at it.
Hey, do you guys know what this is for?
That's the part you don't want to break off.
That is a good tip for our friends over there in TV land. I'm gonna do you right. We're gonna use this as a reminder. We're gonna hook you up with a factory little clip. So
no more zip tie?
Yeah, no more zip tie.
Perfect.
Going for the yellow. Say bye-bye.
There it is. What do you think
your fans are gonna say?
There's the problem child.
Look at that nasty.
It's a little V-twin.
It is. This is his new home. Right here. It is now the keeper of the DeWalt 60 gallon.
No more CP4 has been removed. So what's the best diesel, ARod?
The best diesel?
Best truck to buy, best diesel engine of all time, including old ones.
6.7s.
Not a 7.3?
I'm done with the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I want the technology.
I mean, I can appreciate the 7.3, but I think this is the future.
The only ones that I could appreciate are the ones that have been kept in the garage, the ones that aren't rotted out and have been taken care of. I don't want to be working on a rotted out 25-year-old truck that has been used for work like it has, but brought to me to work magic on what kind of canvas is this? Like, I gotta rewipe this whole canvas with a 6.7. and let's start your new investment off on the right foot. 7.3s, we grew up on them.
We can appreciate them, but you know,
Appreciate them.
this is where it's at for me.
6.7.
And I came from a Cummins, so that says something.
Welcome. You've got mail. We're about to put this boy in. Here we go. DCR going in. Yeah. Right now. Get this thing down in the valley. Oh yeah. Sliding it down its new studs. Welcome home. Welcome back. She's there. Man.
Beauty.
Goofy looking bolts. Goofy looking bolt time. Roger that, Echo 1.
So we're going back together already.
You ain't going back. Fan bracket going back in.
So now with the DCR, we're still running additives.
Oh yes.
What's the best additive? Yeah.
Good question. Come and take a walk.
Okay, best additive for your 6.7 or any diesel. ARod. ARod has the arch oil.
If you guys haven't been running the Arch Oil 6500, they have the winter treatment. I don't have that because we're no longer in winter. This is by far the best additive, best bang for your buck. There is one better,
Octolube.
XDP, but it's way more expensive for the amount that you have to use compared to Arch Oil. The biggest thing that I'm noticing what customers are telling me as feedback is their DPF regens, instead of being 350, 375 to 450, that range on every time it's going to regen, they're seeing it get extended to the 600 mile range. So not only is it helping the regens, but it's keeping all of that post-combustion after everything's been burned in the cylinders going down into the DPF. There's nothing else left to be burned because it's all burned because of having Arch Oil in your fuel treatment. So a couple miles, I'm getting like 1.1, 1.2 miles a gallon difference in my truck. I don't drive my truck like it's intended, but for the guys that are on the roads and hauling and doing whatever, that is probably the best stuff to use. ArchOil.com, and they have a kit that has cleaner. How often do you go to the dentist? Twice a year? This is like your dentist. You do it every 3 or 4 months. Clean it out. How often do you brush your teeth? I hope you guys say more than once a day. This is your every time you fill up. This is brushing your teeth. Use this every time you fill up. Every time you fill up. I'm on my 113th tank of fuel since May of 20. Every single tank has had additive in it, so I hope you guys are on a regimen. Just because you do the DCR doesn't mean that you stop using fuel additives. Don't forget about your fuel injectors. That pump needs lubrication too, right? Sure. Good stuff, good stuff.
Hello. We're back. We're putting in the high pressure fuel system manifold.
Make sure we're seated all the way down. All the way down.
So ARod cut off this piece for my dipstick tube on my engine oil because when we did the pushers, I did have to trim to be able to get that all to fit. But when we had everything apart, he pulled the dipstick out completely and we were able to get in there nice and tight and get all this cleaned up, painted up. So we are nice and good to go now without this junky bracket hanging off of there.
Like it, I like it. Okay, just let it sit right there. Bella figa.
All right, first startup, no CP4. There she goes.
Guys, you're gonna choose brake clean. Only use this stuff. Clean your 6.7 when you're done working on it.
Now we are free of the dangers of the CP4. Fleece lower added.
Oh yeah.
ARod really appreciates my traction bars to get it on the lift. So I think I need to drive on lift because this is a real pain in the butt now, but just know that. Do this part first. Snow more furnace filter.
Very nice.
All right, so we are on the road, and if you guys can listen, we have that little whistle. Now that was there before ARod worked on it, and we didn't know, since this is something that he hasn't heard before and I was new to as well, with pushers on a 22. And when you get on the gas, it goes away, and it doesn't always do it. It'll be sitting there idling and all of a sudden it'll just stop. So it's obviously something to do with the VGT on the turbo, something in the file that the computer is doing, and all of that. So if you guys have seen that on your truck, drop that in the comments. Has anybody heard any whistling sound that's intermittent?
Keep left.
On your 22 6.7 with pushers. But we have our new high pressure pump, our DCR from S&S. Our CP4 is now sitting in a box where it belongs, and we're probably getting ready for a regen pretty soon, and we're off to Canada. So let's test this thing out and see how well it does. There we are, headed into Canada. Great White North. Rude. All right, here we are in Ontario.
Red light camera reported ahead.
Go head over to our hotel and see what we got over on the Canadian side. All right, we're here in Windsor, Ontario. So this is the Canadian room. We do have a bit of a hallway in the beginning here, kind of different. Bathroom, looks nice, but the sink doesn't drain for some reason. Not quite sure why. Shower, everything you need. Got a little sitting area here. Nice king size bed. Got our TV right there. This one has a nicer view for sure. See the bridge over there, nice sunset view. Pretty cool. It's nice to be back in Canada. It's not the same as Alberta, but definitely nice to come back once in a while. All right, truck is ready to go. Let's give her a first fire up the next day with our new DCR pump. Oh yeah, just like it was made for it. All right, so we have 7 hours, 43 minutes, 536 miles. Let's head back to Pennsylvania. Here we go, back over the bridge to Detroit. You can see how close Detroit is from Windsor. But it's actually a pretty nice place. Lots of things to buy if you want Canadian goodies and all of that. And as you can see, we got a few things. We got ketchup chips, we got all dressed, because they do have them in the States, but they're not the same.
In 1 mile.
And we do have all the chocolate bars and Fruit Loops and Costco items that I just don't see in the US, so had to grab everything we could while we could. And I'm sure I'm gonna have to pay some duty on it, so I guess we'll see what that all is, because I've been in Canada for 24 hours, so. We are now currently in the United States, but still have to go through customs. So that is up ahead. I'll let you guys know how it goes. All right, we are through. That was actually, it wasn't too bad at all. I mean, honestly, if you have nothing to hide, you got nothing to worry about. So just answer their questions. Don't say anything else. You don't need to add to anything. A lot of times I watch the border crossing shows a lot, and when the guys try to help or whatever, it just kind of gives red flags to them. So make their life simple. Don't add anything. It's just, you know, they just want to establish what your status is, where you're coming from. Is your story legit? Is there any reason for them to question you? And just declare everything that you have, and you know, the duties are pretty cheap. It was very, very inexpensive for everything I was bringing across, so not a big deal at all, and the guys were really respectful and just wanted to know what was going on, which is what they should be doing, so no worries whatsoever. So big thanks to ARod for knocking this one out. Super high quality job. If you're looking for somebody to install your DCR, definitely hit him up. It is worth the drive, and I will have his link in the description. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and as always, keep that hammer down.